Clint, tell us a little bit about, going into this meeting, what were your hopes in particular?
I think that the meeting went exactly like I wanted it to. We extended the moratorium, give us a little bit more time to look at these regulations that are coming before us. Very important into increasing the quality of life for our residents. And so I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased how the meeting went. And so super excited.
This is something that y'all have fought over for months, almost between a 9 and a 12, and now we've extended it basically to a 12. Is this kind of like what you were asking for since the very beginning?
It was, just because it takes a long time to start getting into regulation and getting to all the parties that are invested, including the residents, having public meetings and having that, talking about the changes looking at the cause and effect of these changes. And so it takes time. And so I think they were probably hoping in the beginning to have it at 9 months. I will tell you, we worked in collaboration with the council for this extension. So it was a work in progress between both the administration and the council for this extension of the moratorium.
Do you think you're going to get everything done and officially with this extension?
I think we'll get the first phase done, but the changing of the complete ULDC will take time. I think we're going to the critical drainage and traffic parts of the code that we need to take a look at. But I think when we get in deeper into the code, there's a lot more cleaning up we need to do.
Just to be clear, the first 2 batches of ordinances that have been put forward by the council and the planning commission, you think you're going to be able to get through all those by the end of May?
I think that is everybody's goal.
What does the first phase look like? Sorry, cut you off.
Yeah, it's just you're looking at the traffic impact analysis, looking for an independent company to do that, so the developer. You're looking at some fence ordinances, things like that, including the drainage ordinances. So going from a 25-year to a 50-year, just tightening up our drainage standards, requiring additional work from developers, making sure that no water leaves the site, that all water must run into the site. So no more elevated 3 foot and then flooding your neighbors, no more of that. And so some really good improvements, I think, that even developers are I don't think they're happy, but I think that we didn't go to the extreme here. We're not killing development with these regulations. I think they're reasonable. I think they're sensible. As a matter of fact, we've gotten a lot of these from our surrounding parishes. A lot of our parishes around us are doing this as well.
Clint, 2 people spoke in favor of the extension, and you kind of mentioned developers who may not be happy with it. Have you had any other, people come addressing you and kind of expressing their disagreement with the extension?
We do have conversation with a lot of developers. That's just part of our business. I think at the end of the day, the major request from them, okay, just tell us what the rules are and be consistent. And I think that is the #1 thing that they tell us. And they know that these rules are in our other parishes and surrounding parishes around Ascension. So it's not like we're creating something that doesn't exist already. So that, our quality of life is ensured here, and we're not outgrowing ourselves and causing additional problems, which are reducing quality of life. It's important to have places for people to live. We all get that. But it's equally as important to grow with balancing that with infrastructure improvements so that roads keep up, drainage keeps up, and just the quality of life keeps up. You can outgrow yourself, and you can decrease the quality of life in doing so. So we're trying to balance that. We're trying to grow responsibly, not kill growth, and I think that developers understand that with these regulations that we're pushing forward.
Is the May 31st, is that the deadline, or could it be extended even beyond if what needs to be done is not done?
It can always be extended beyond that. I think we're going to achieve our goals. At least that's the council's goals, from what I understand, and our goals, the administration. So I think we're able to achieve that for the first phase. And so I don't see a need. You got to remember that this doesn't only affect major developments. This affects smaller developments, family partition, and simple divisions. It was a moratorium on the division of property. So families who are looking to give their sons and daughters property hasn't been able to while this moratorium. So there is something to be said for extending it too long, because there is a segment of our population that's suffering because of that. So we want to try to get this done, and we want to try to get it done in an efficient and timely manner.